Hey, it's Mr. Johns. Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. I have been busy off doing other things, playing other games, and I realized I got some jobs to do here on America's roads. So when you jump into the game, I've found that it's pretty helpful to choose the city that you're in or you're closest to. In my case right now, I'm in Grand Junction, Colorado, so I can type in Grand Junction. Then I can also sort it by price, which I think is probably the best way to do it, depending on what your goals are. If you want to do it by cargo weight, expiration, I guess you could. Price per distance. I think just price, what this does is it tells me from Grand Junction, Colorado, the most expensive payday is this load of cars, 970 miles, 16-hour trip. It's going to pay me $57,000. Now, if I don't want as long of a trip, I could certainly choose a shorter one, and I could go to route length, and I can choose it shortest to longest, or I can choose it longest to shortest. I kind of like the West Coast. I really, really do. So I may even choose Oxnard, California, and that'll get me back down to the coast. So let's take that job, set it as our GPS destination. I do have to take the job. So I was in the middle of driving. We're going to get in the correct lane in this roundabout. And I need to signal right and exit the roundabout here. All right, and so we are 21 minutes away from Grand Junction. I was a little outside of town. Nobody coming from the left. We'll just stay in this lane. It's interesting. We have to signal right and exit. And we're going to take a left at the light. Since I wasn't at a job location, I was driving around. That's why I'm having to, there we go. We want to take that job to Oxnard. Boop. Back down to California. All right, let's go grab our trailer. Looks like some kind of tanker. I guess I should look at what the job is. I've been half tempted to download Farm Simulator. Anybody play that? I played it for a while. I think probably was Farm Simulator like 2021, maybe 2020, or 19 even. It's been a while. I don't know. If I like this kind of game, I thought I might enjoy a farming simulator. I don't know. Bink. Okay. I don't think I need another game to obsess over. All right, let's see what our job is here. Cargo, grain. Oh, okay. It's not liquid. It is loaded with grain. Oxnard to a rail export station. They expect it Tuesday, 1:29. I have 35 hours to get there, and it's only going to take me 14. So that is a no-stress situation. Let's go. Turn back to map. Now you have to stop legally exiting a driveway or a parking lot like this, even though there's no stop sign. They can't put a stop sign everywhere, every single place. So that's why there's that law. You have to stop before you enter a street. If you're exiting a parking lot, even your driveway, you have to. Okay, my hazards are on again. I don't know why. I've got to figure that out. So the reason that law is so you don't just go flying out of your garage and just straight into the street. So if you have to legally stop before you cross the sidewalk, good chances you're going to save someone's life. Little kids riding their bikes, people on their skateboards, you know, things you don't see forces you to slow down a little bit. Now, does everybody do that? No. I have to pull in for a vehicle inspection already. Okay. Wow, that was quick. All right. That's fine. Now, if your car is in the driveway already, technically, and you're right by the sidewalk, you don't have to stop again. The car's already stopped. So, mostly talking about, that's interesting. There's empty and loaded. Huh. Okay. That's cool. I don't think I've seen that before. So I do have 120,000 saved up, doing pretty well. Haven't done a lot of upgrades lately. Haven't really needed many. I'm trying to go. Look, my hazards kicked on again. See that? The hazards, they just go on automatically. I don't know why. Some weird setting. Trying to go with kind of the American theme with Chrome. And I've kind of got all the upgrades that I want. I think I've upgraded the engine and the transmission as much as I can. And at some point when I have saved up enough money, I may upgrade to a more powerful and newer truck. I don't know. Or an additional truck. One thing that I want to try is hiring a driver, and maybe I'll have the driver take this truck, if that's possible, and I take a new truck. Okay, we're going to slide right into that opening, cancel our signal. Speed limit's 75. I am going 42. Heavy truck next to me. This is that scenario that people in a car hate when they're behind two trucks like this. Hey, welcome to Utah. Woo! That's cool. You know, but trucks can be in either lane, and you know, they try to stay out of your way the best they can, but you've got scenarios like this where you got two trucks trying to get their speed up, doing the best they can. Speed limit is now 80. I may overtake this truck, so I'm going to go ahead and do a left lane change. I'm just looking at that truck now just to see. It looks like I am catching him just a little bit, so I'm going to slide over, cancel my signal, get centered in my lane. And yep, we're going to go right past him. I'm still up a hill. It definitely slowed me back down to low 70s. But that was a wise choice to do a lane change there, as I've got the momentum on my side. I don't think I'm going to hit 80. 73 is kind of my top on this hill. But it looks like we're going to reach the top of the hill. And then I have to decide, do I want to do a lane change now, or am I still catching those other trucks? And I have a feeling I'm still catching those other trucks. So I'm going to stay. Yeah, that was a wise choice. I'm going to stay right here. One of them getting off and one of them slowing down. So now I can do a lane change. And keep my speed up. It's going to flatten out, and I should be able to get right up to 80 miles an hour, pretty close. So it's dark. I'm not sure if I really want to go 80, so I'm going to go ahead and hit cruise control now at 77. That's plenty right now. 78. So that just gives me kind of a comfortable... These things are not super easy to control. It's not a race car. And I'm using a joystick, so... It's not a steering wheel even, so. Now, could I hook up my steering wheel? I've talked about that before. I'm going to do a lane change here. Yes, I could. I could hook up my steering wheel and make it much more realistic and easy to stay nice and, you know, centered. I just don't love hooking it all up. The pedals, the steering wheel, it's just not. I just don't enjoy that because I have to move it when I'm not racing or driving. I have to move it because I need the space on my desk. Oh, so we dropped down to 60. I'm not sure when that happened. Pay attention there, Mr. Johns. We're going to slide back down. Not sure why that happened, but it did. So we'll get back down to 60. Wow, from 80 to 60. That's a 20 mile an hour drop. Oh, careful. Yeah, that was great. That was great. That was great. Well, it slowed me down. It slowed me down. I mean, they just don't corner like a race car. It's not Forza. Oh, man. So I've got some body work to do when I get to California in 12 hours. All right, so we're almost to 60. We're still a little bit too fast. I'm going to hit cruise. I've taken my hands off to do that. I need to figure out maybe a button that I can make a hotkey on my joystick so I can just, because I use cruise control a lot. We're going to go ahead and do a right lane change. I lost my momentum doing that. So slow traffic should stay to the right. Black Dragon View area. Well, it's pitch dark. So, there is I wonder if, can I pause it? Let's see. I have to hit P for pause. Don't I? Is that a different game? No, I have to hit that for pause. Whew. Okay, I'm going to try to go to media, photo mode, different games, different controls. So even though it's nighttime, I still can get credit, which is funny. San Rafael Swell Top View Area. So because that was a photo, and it always goes to inside view, which is funny. Because that was a photo achievement, and there was a camera icon, even if you can't see it really, you still can get credit for it if you just take that picture. Now, should I have pulled off to the side of the road and done that? Yeah, to be more realistic, I should start doing that for sure, not just pause it while I'm driving. I'm trying to be real. All right, so I'm low on gas, man. When did that happen? I don't think I paid attention to. I don't think I was in the right frame of mind when I started playing this game. Didn't really check some things. So one of which is gas. So I am lowish on gas. Only probably can make it another hour, which is like 4 minutes or 5 minutes in game time. So I am hoping that could be really bad. So I didn't catch that distance sign back there, but what I can do is go a little easy on the gas, because I do have the setting selected that the way I drive does affect the gas mileage. You can turn that off, but I thought it was cool to have, that's a cool view, to have that option, so I can be more fuel efficient, or I can not care and just suck it up by being full speed all the time. So when you're running low on gas, and it's a really stressful feeling, by the way, in real life, which I've had a few. Well, I've run out of gas for sure. Mostly when I was in high school and college, when I only had a couple bucks in my pocket. But as you get older, and it's not the money that's the issue, there are a few places. I remember across Oregon, there's a few places where you better have a full tank of gas before you leave, because you can barely make it to the next gas station, there's not very many places like that in the country, but some of the more rural areas, for sure, there's just no place to put a gas station halfway between if there's nothing there. It's just desert. So, and I remember coming in on fumes probably the last half hour, 45 minutes, maybe more. thinking I was going to run out of gas, and then barely making it to a little tiny gas station out in the middle of nowhere. So it's stressful. Stressful in real life, for sure. What do you do? I mean, if you run out of gas... Now, with cell phones, yes, I drove in the era before cell phones. So, and the one I'm thinking about in Oregon, probably there's a cop, so we're going to pull over. There is a pullover law that requires you to pull over. Those cars didn't do it in front of me. So I did the right thing, and then I can go back over. Before cell phones, it meant you were walking. I mean, you could hitchhike, but there's a whole nother danger right there. So, and then it depends on the weather. If it's in the middle of summer and it's 100 degrees and you're in the Oregon desert, you may not survive, and that's no joke. Okay, there is gas and rest, and we are going to take it. Didn't really want to, and it's not right on the road. It's off the road a bit, but I am lucky to have it. So with cell phones, if you have cell phone reception, you at least have some options. But what would you do? Who would you call? If you were stuck in the middle of the Oregon, desert, and you're out of gas, who do you call? It's still not a easy solution. Oh yeah, I'm going straight. So. All right, we'll pull in here. I don't know whether to get sleep or not. I could knock out both in one. Where's my gas? That's not my gas. Can't go that way. There's a fence. My gas must be around the corner. Interesting. There's no gas symbols there, so those are for cars, not for trucks. So there we go. We're over in the other parking lot. If I were to knock out the sleep and the gas right now, I'm going to have to do it anyway. Doesn't matter when. So probably now's a good time. Oh, I can't go in the middle. I can't go in the middle. Really? Come on now. The one I was headed for. Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong button. Man, when you don't play this for days, I decoupled my trailer. I don't know why I hit Y. So I better just pay attention. So we're going to gas it up all the way. We're going to go ahead and take a night's sleep. I had plenty of time to get to California. So we're putting in almost $1,000 of gas. You think it's expensive to fill up your car? All right. I don't really want to back in, but I'm gonna have to back out. So I should figure out why it always puts me on hazards. Don't know why. Bing. Let's sleep. Let's sleep. All right. We're getting some rest. Okay. Now we're going to carefully back out of here. Definitely nice that it's daytime. So much easier to drive when you can see. All right, we're going to get back on the freeway and head to California. Here comes an RV. Let's get out of his way. His blinker's on. He's turning in. So we currently are in Utah. Looks like Salina. We're going to go under the bridge, take a left. So blinker on, slide over to the turn lane, check for oncoming traffic. There is none. I can just go ahead and keep going. And a freeway entrance sign, get my speed up. I have a full tank of gas. I am fully rested. Now we're ready to hit the road and go 11 hours to California. So signal, check my mirrors, slide over, cancel my signal, get my speed up, which I'm still trying to do. My pedal to the metal here. I'm going 42. I'm halfway to 80 miles an hour. Let's check that sign here. We got 17 to Richfield, 55 to a Junction. Okay. We are on Interstate 89, apparently. Definitely looks like Utah. A little scrubby. Kind of some salty looking mountains. That's what I always think of with Salt Lake and salt in their dirt. Not sure if that's true. We know it's in the water in Salt Lake. I hear you can float if on your back because of all the salt. I'm not sure if that's true. There's salt in the ocean too, and I don't remember just being able to float super easy, but when I was in the ocean, but I don't know. Anybody have any experience with that? Or know if that's true? Do you float? Are you more buoyant because of all the salt in the water? I don't feel like I'm ready to pass him. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and slide over. I was gaining a little bit on him, but here comes a car. The Mustang pulls out in front of me. He needs to get going there, buddy. Come on now. We're trying to get our momentum. One thing that cars don't have to deal with is momentum. A car like a Mustang, they can just full power. They can whenever they want to on a steep hill. A truck, however, if you don't have the momentum, like right here, even if I take my hand off the joystick, and I'm doing a crazy thing with my fingers right now, you can't see it, but I moved my fingers so I could keep the throttle going while I signaled, because if I let off the throttle, I lose this momentum. And as it is, 63, 64, 65, I've got the 66, I've got the momentum, and I'm still 10 miles an hour under the speed limit, but I'm getting there because of that momentum. And if I just take off the throttle once, it probably kicks me back to, oh, okay, that guy is, what is he doing? So there's an example. I wasn't sure I wanted to change lanes. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to get off there. So I just slowed down, and it put me back about 45 miles per hour. And then you have to build that momentum. It looks like my lane ends. Just slide behind the red van. That was pretty tight right there. So this is the junction. It looks like we are joining probably a freeway that goes south. This is I-15. Put on my blinker because we are going to slide over. There is a white truck coming, but he is back a ways, and then we'll cancel our signal. My hazards are on anyway, so all that signaling really isn't doing anything until I figure out why my hazards just kick on. So faster traffic in the left lane. It's not a good time for me to change lanes, even though I kind of want to, because I'm going a little faster than the van. But it's not fair to traffic cars that can go up this hill at 80 miles an hour, and I'm going 50. Moments like this, I'm just looking around, enjoying the graphics, the tractors, the trees, the quality of the graphics. I love that. Mountains just slightly blurry in the distance to give you the effect of being further away. The Beatles love playing in Las Vegas. So we're getting some Cedar City, getting some advertisements. Cedar City discovered. Okay. I didn't realize that. I had not been through Cedar City before. So it's always good to discover a new town. Okay, so I'm going to hit cruise control. 75 and a 75 right here. I can pretty much just take it easy, I think, at this point. I could probably change my map and just see exactly... that doesn't really help me, especially when I'm driving. There we go. That kind of gives me big picture. I'm just going through Cedar City, so no, that doesn't really help. Oh, I thought my cruise was on. Okay. You can't really... when you're in outside mode like this, you can't see if cruise is on. When you are... what did I hit? My wipers? When you are inside and you hit cruise, you'll see a little green light pop up, so you know you're on cruise control. Alright, wipers. Haven't used wipers in a long time. That's P. I don't know how... whoa. I don't know how I hit... probably back when I tried P for pause. Yeah, I was trying to pause the game. And okay, let's switch back to outside mode. 75 miles an hour. Let's go and hit cruise now. Switch back inside, which is 1. So you can see green speed symbol middle of my dash. But I wish there was something out here that would show you your cruise is on. So, nope. Remember when I had $120,000? I have $119 now because I spent so much on gas. Wow, $1,000 on gas. So, oh, now it's up to 80. So, cruise off and then try to get my speed closer to 80. 79's fine. Cruise on. Okay, here we go. Washington County, I-15. This, you know, these graphics look... and I know 10 years from now I'll be looking back going, oh my gosh, can you believe they were ever this bad? I mean, these graphics don't blow me away, and I've said that before about this game. They're not amazing, but they're pretty realistic. I mean, at least I feel like I'm driving. Trees and bushes look photorealistic. Asphalt looks good. Sky looks good. You know, everything looks good. I think the only graphic that I've noticed that I thought could be better were the birds. When you do see birds in the sky, they're not very crisp. Almost like a little blob. We'll pay attention to see if we see any. St. George, Utah. Nice. If you listen carefully, if you can't tell that you're on cruise control, like right now I am, if I hit C, you can hear the motor cut out, and then C again, and then motor it turns back on. So just by the sound, you can tell if you're paying attention that you're on cruise. So 8 hours and 56 minutes away in game time. I don't know what that is. Billboard for the Kansas DLC. Kansas awaits you. Las Vegas 88. So that's why pull in. Okay, so I have pull in. That's why we were getting billboards for Las Vegas shows. So I wonder if this is port of entry into California. I'm guessing it is. They are really strict about produce, fruit, mostly fruit. Because, okay, there we go. Because so much of their economy is based on growing fruit, because their weather is so nice, that if someone brings in infected fruit, it could, I'm not sure how it would spread, but it could spread. I remember when I was a kid driving to, I think, Disneyland with my family and having to stop in our yellow Pontiac station wagon. And they asked if we had any fruit. They asked some questions like, any oranges, things like that. And I was completely baffled. I didn't know why they would even care. So I think my dad had to explain why. Okay, 55 zone, Nevada state line coming up. Oh, so this isn't California. That was Nevada state line. So this isn't probably where they check for fruit. That was just port of entry for Nevada. Nevada not known for growing tropical fruit, produce, things like that. So traffic, pretty heavy. That is the Nevada state line right there. And traffic is slow. Move over or slow down for stopped emergency vehicles. Yeah, that's the move over law. Las Vegas, 33 miles. Let's go, people. Wow, we're going 30 miles an hour on a hill. That's when these cars love trucks right here. And ideally all the trucks should get over to the right. Not fair to the cars can go so much faster, but a trucker, he's working. So he's got a job to do, and he needs to get there. So I understand. But like right now, that truck should be in the right lane, because this Dodge Charger, there we go, could easily pass. And that truck wasn't really gaining on the other truck in front of him. Okay, still fine for gas and rest. Ooh, okay, he is going super slow. So change lanes, go around him. Again, momentum. Looks like that truck was getting, whoa, careful. I'm getting ready to signal. That's why my controller, I have to juggle with my fingers to keep my gas on and signal at the same time until I figure out a keyboard shortcut for signaling. I also need one for cruise control. Well, no, I have the signal. It's just I don't know. I guess I could try different finger combinations to do that, but I don't know. Las Vegas. I didn't realize I hadn't been to Las Vegas yet. Oh, okay. Well, this could be cool. This might be one of the coolest cities in the game. You know, think about all the things you can see in Vegas on the Las Vegas Strip. Phoenix, Los Angeles, Reno. Okay, so pay attention to which street we need to be on. But we should start seeing some pretty famous buildings. Oh yeah, right there. That's awesome. Now, can I just pause it, please? Just no. I wanna pause it. I wanna see that stuff. Just take a screenshot. It's really cool. That's really cool. So, such a tourist. Man, that's cool. All right, let's watch that car coming in. Los Angeles, these 2 lanes. That's probably me. I would love to just go drive through Las Vegas. The Bugs, glove, instead of the Beatles, love. It's funny. The Bellagio. Oh, it's cool. It's just a cool place. So it looks like a right lane change if I'm looking ahead up there. Looks like I do slide over, but I don't want to do it now because this one is an exit only. I don't think. I think I do. Yeah, there's... Sometimes that's not 100% clear, but I made the right choice. So we'll do a right lane change here as well. So yeah, it looks just like Las Vegas. Deserty with palm trees. All the famous buildings back there. Looks like this lane ends, so we'll signal, we'll slide over. Cancel my signal, we'll keep, I think this lane, yep, this lane ends, so signal again. We check our mirrors, we slide over, cancel our signal. So things are good, 6 hours, 45 minutes. LA is 252 miles away. We're going past LA because we're going 326 miles away. So outside of Las Vegas, we've got the mobile home parks. Oh yeah, this is Primm. Now Primm is a real place, and I remember driving through Primm, and there's like an amusement park there, like a. It's outside of, I mean, it's right before you get into California. So it's, you know, they want to catch those Californians before they get to Las Vegas. And they're like, just stop here in Primm. So I don't want to really turn and look, but there is a couple fancy hotels with some amusement park rides and probably enough temptation, especially with little kids. Like, let's just stop here. I'm sure it works. Slow down a little bit, kind of a sharp corner. Oh yeah, it's only 55, so. You see that red truck in my outside left mirror? He's coming, he's gaining on me a little bit, so that means he's going faster than me. Yep, there he is. And I need to back off because I'm speeding just a little bit. So my cruise control is on at 56. Into 55, that red truck slowed down just a little bit. And that truck in front of me is slowing down a little bit. That's going to put me in an awkward situation here in a second. Probably going to have to slow down, go behind the truck on my left. Unless... I can signal, slide over. Yep. Cancel my signal. He was... yeah, back there. So that worked out pretty well. You don't want to force it in, obviously. You need lots of room for that lane change, especially with the truck. So, blue truck, far enough back that I can slide over, cancel my signal. Excuse me. 5 hours, 37 minutes from destination. Time is ticking. Ticking off. Places to sleep, don't really need it. I see a blimp in the sky, that's interesting. I'm about halfway tired. Let's see what that blimp is for. Just a blimp, you know. If this was north of Las Vegas, I would think it was the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, where NASCAR races, and that maybe there was a Goodyear blimp. But this is south of Vegas. Technically I'm going west right now, but... Another blimp. That's odd. 2 blimps. Maybe there's an active blimping club community south of Las Vegas. You know, people have money. Buy a blimp. Oh, and a hot air balloon. Three hot air balloons, 4 hot air balloons. All right, there's something going on, some kind of ballooning thing going on. Barstow. quick drink while the road was straight. So this is a slow lane because there's a big hill just for trucks. So trucks have to be over in this lane. You can see the solid white line, which means I'm going to be staying here until we're at the top of the hill. I've got it on cruise control at 55 and I'm down to 49. So cruise control can't quite keep up. 51, 52. Now it's picking up a little bit. 54 as soon as I say that, and then it picks back up. So doing okay. All right, back to normal lanes again. But it's smartest for me to stay to the right. I'm going to be the slowest vehicle going up. Two hours, 46 minutes. All right, looks like we are taking the right exit. I'm going to go ahead and signal and tap my brakes to cancel cruise. You can either hit C for cruise to turn on and off, but tapping your brakes will always disengage cruise control. And you don't have to set it back up every time. On vehicles, there'll be a button to restart, turn cruise back on. Oxnard, California, discovered. And we are just 12 minutes away from destination. If I can get up this hill, turn my hazards off. The light's going to turn yellow. I knew it. Wasn't going to make that light. All right, we're still way ahead of schedule even after sleeping. Expected Tuesday, 1:29 a.m. It is Monday, 9:35 p.m. So we are, what, 4 hours? Still 4 hours ahead of the expected delivery time. Be nice if there was a bonus for that. Okay, I need to be in the right lane since I'll be turning right. Looks like at the next. So we'll go ahead and put on our blinker. No, not a good idea to do a lane change in the intersection if there's no lines. So we'll wait until we cross through where there's lines and then do a lane change. Cancel our signal. Should be at this next light. We'll take a right. Railroad crossing and a traffic light coming up. I don't see too many motorcycles in this game. I'm trying to think if I've seen any. It'd be kind of cool to see more motorcycle traffic. Or any motorcycle traffic. Okay, so gates aren't down, no lights flashing. We'll go ahead and continue through. Signals on. We're going to turn right towards Oxnard. Behind this semi-truck that's stopping. I guess I need a little more following distance. Sorry. My bad there. You know, it would have been my fault if I would have hit him. So, always enough room between you and the car in front of you that you can stop. So, 3-second following distance. Looks like we are here. Swing wide. And hopefully touch our nose of the cab right there. Take the 40 XB parking job, which is back against the fence. Trying to figure out, probably need to back it in. That's what I'm guessing. And that would make the most sense. Yep. So we're going to have to go. Ooh, okay. It's a little tight because of where that tractor is. I was hoping I could just go parallel to the barrier there, but we'll just tuck in right here up to the train track. And then go back slowly so we see which direction the trailer moves. And I probably could use a little bit more of an angle on this, so I think what I'll do is I'll angle it this direction a little more, and then go straight back. There we go. We are here, delivered our cargo 815 miles later, 25 hours later, 150 gallons of fuel, picked up $30,000, almost $31,000 and 1,680 experience points. I am halfway between level 19 and 20. Thanks for joining me on this longer ride. I appreciate it. Come join me again. We'll do another one. For now, Mr. Johns is out.